When you're dealing with these people, they're very dangerous people. She was rated the worst vice president in history. I've never seen that poll before, but that's the poll. If you don't mind, I'm not going to be nice. Is that okay? I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
Previously on Trump and Los Santos. Hello again, you crazy kids. Welcome back to Trump and Los Santos. This is episode 2, Out of the Woods. They were suddenly woke up by the sound of gunfire and radios all around them. It was clear that the police were hot on their trail, and they needed to act fast. Realizing that they were targets, Trump and Long Gun quickly made their way out of the campground. They knew they needed to come up with a plan to avoid capture and certain death at the hands of their enemies. Red flare comes from over the hillside. All hell broke loose. Thinking quickly, Trump and Long Gun decided to make a run for it, heading towards a nearby lake where they hoped to find some kind of shelter. As they made their way down the rugged terrain, dodging bullets and staying one step ahead of their enemies, they knew that their survival depended on their ability to stay calm under pressure. They get into a sheriff's SUV and stepped on it. The cops are for sure in on this, and this makes Long Gun think why his own people are after him. He has to make a phone call to Sheriff Islandfort. He needs to hear it directly from the source. As they continue to get shot at and chased, they have to find a way to lose these cops. Long Gun has an idea. With a storm in the distance, Long Gun knows where there is shelter nearby. The pursuit continued, with helicopters flying, sending down spotlights like modern-day searchlights. Officers coordinated at ground level, preparing to box in the outlandish view. All the while, Long Gun peeked through the window. Can you believe this? Trump hollered, pulling at his tie, a gesture of agitation. I thought cops were supposed to protect us, not hunt us down like dogs. They've got it wrong, sir, he replied, his voice calm despite the sirens closing in. As they sped down the highway, the cops circled like sharks, sensing blood in the water. Long Gun, with his direct stare fixed on the rearview mirror, gripped the steering wheel like a lifeline. They think we've done something we haven't. We need to get to the lake. It's our only chance. Long Gun, can you shake them off? Trump pleaded, his golden hair blowing in the wind as they turned sharply onto a narrow lane that hugged the coastline. Long Gun adjusted the rearview mirror and smirked. Just hold on, Mr. President. Moments later, Long Gun spotted their destination. Finally, they reached the safety of the lake, where they were able to catch their breath and assess the situation. After hiding out for a couple of hours and letting the sun go down, it was time. It was time for the call.
So there I was, hit him in a headlock. Then he pulls something out of his shoe. Then out of nowhere, smash. Sorry, gents. Let me get this, please. Yeah, what? What's this?
Sheriff, we need to talk, Longan said, his voice steady.
Talk about what? What? You're protecting someone that is wanted.
Donald Trump is under my protection, and I intend to see it through. I'm just doing my job. I made a promise, Sheriff. I won't back down now.
You have a job to do as well. You're risking everything for that man, long gone. Unfortunately, you're now Rome, enemy of the state, as they say in France.
Longan declared, his resolve unwavering.
I can't let you do this. Long gone. I have orders to take him down. I want us to take long gone, even if you're in a way. Everything, and I mean everything, will be coming for you. Godspeed.
The line went dead as Sheriff Violent Fort ended the call, leaving Longan alone in the darkness with a sinking feeling in the pit of his stomach. Longan knew what was in store for Mr. Trump and himself. When morning came around, they were expecting this. Resting time they have wouldn't last long. This will be the test for both men, the ultimate test. On the next episode of Trump and Los Santos, the stress will reach a boiling point for these men. Will Longan tell Mr. Trump the reason for the cops being after them? Find out next week on an all-new explosive episode of Trump and Los Santos.